Some crazy stuff happened this week.
Dude, some shit went down.
Hello, happy Monday. It's
Welcome
your favorite day
back.
of the week.
Yeah, because Friends First is here, and we are here to catch you
Woohoo.
up on the week, talk all friends things. I feel like I can't even talk yet for the day. I think this goes on
And we
record
both
as,
sound very like angelic or something right now, I feel.
yeah, I think this goes on record as the earliest we have ever recorded an episode, ever.
Yeah. Yeah. We frequently, not frequently, but we've regularly done like 2 a.m., whatever, like very late. But our normal schedule time is anywhere between 8 and 10 p.m.
Yeah, yeah,
But today we are here at a crisp 7:30 a.m.
yeah. Crisp. This is for those of you watching. Welcome to Nikki, who just woke up 10 minutes ago.
Your hair looks really good though. Like I know it's probably a bedhead, but it looks like summer beachy vibes.
It is full bedhead, but my hair looks the best in the morning.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah. So, how's your week been?
Oh gosh. I barely can remember my week.
That's how I feel too.
I was trying to fall asleep last night. Like, what am I going to talk to you about? I mean, the only good stuff that happened was last weekend, already a week ago. Not a
Yeah.
full week ago, but
Yeah, I feel like it's just been like a weird, funky week. I lost one of my side hustles this week.
oh,
Yeah.
RIP.
I'm like not super upset about it. I did not really enjoy it, but I could have used the cash.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of side hustles, one of mine took off, kind of.
yeah.
Um, I've been doing like online sales, mainly through Mercari, and I had a lot this week, which was really exciting.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I mean, I need that in my life because I'm about to sell all my stuff. So,
Do it. Do you know what my favorite store in our hometown is?
Goodwill.
Crate.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
this
Okay.
store where they have um overstock, like it's like a bin store where they have like Amazon and Target returns and stuff. Well, I went yesterday and this lady, I walked up to the cash register and she was like, "Hey, you're famous. I've seen a YouTube video with you in it." And I was like, "What?"
What?
And like the blood left my face. I'm like, "For what reason?" And she goes, "You and your friend made noodles and my daughter was there." It was,
Really?
yeah. So you posted a new YouTube video this week.
Yeah, that is so funny.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my God.
I haven't really done things in my life. I mean, I'm not like boring, but I haven't done things that would make me recognizable, but never in my wildest dreams would I ever thought someone would be like, "Hey, I've seen a video where you made homemade noodles."
Dude, I am dying for so many reasons.
Yeah.
One, like you just said, pasta video of all things for
Yeah.
somebody to recognize you from. But two, like I've had that happen in like different capacities. And isn't it always like you have that moment of like, what did I do that somebody caught on film and put on the
Yes.
internet?
Yeah, the way she phrased it. "I've seen a YouTube video with you in it." And I'm like, "Doing what?"
Yeah, you're like, who caught
Thank
me
God it
like
was just nudes.
uh
That's the name of this episode.
nudes?
Thank God it's just nudes.
Oh, that was so
Um,
funny. Did you watch the noodle video?
no.
It's okay if you haven't. I just was wondering if you had.
But
It
I want to, like, trust me, it's on the to-doozy.
it's pretty funny. I think it's pretty good. Um,
Yeah. So Lily's friend showed her family.
yeah, so this was the
My
first
my
installment.
res-
Sorry, go ahead.
my response was, Oh, we also have a podcast. I don't know why my first reaction was to advertise myself, but I was like, I don't my because my first thought in my head that wasn't out loud was I don't want to be known for the noodle video out of all things.
I had this thought the other day. I was like, what if that video blows up? It's like, what if
That's the
that,
one.
yeah. And then
Out of
I'm
all
just,
the beautiful artistic things you made, homemade
yeah.
noodles is what
And I'm just
blows up.
making fucking pasta, sister-in-law's kitchen for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that
that's
was part of a series, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was the first video for the 30 new things before 30 installment. And it's it was exciting to put together. I didn't think the pasta one would be the first one that went up, but yeah, I'm like, okay, I have something going up for the series. Like we're making progress, but yeah, it's a fun video. It's funny.
So how
Um,
was your week?
it was good. I mean, it wasn't great. Wasn't anything exceptional, but just been functioning. I'm gearing up for my next trip, which is part of the reason why we're recording at 7:30 in the morning. But I am, like we talked about, I think a couple weeks ago, going to the Dominican Republic in a couple days. Actually, today, by the time you guys hear this, I will be flying my way to the Dominican Republic. And I'm going to
Where
be scuba diving, and I'm terrified.
Oh, I'm so excited. There are not destinations that I don't want to see. There's not places I don't want to go. Um, but you regularly have been going to more like historical locations versus beach destinations. And I'm a beach girl. So this trip is one that I'm like, la la la, have fun. Bye.
What are you talking about? This is a
Jealous.
I know. I know. I'm
But I'm
very,
excited for you.
yeah, they like, I was like really diving deep. God, I'm yawning already. I was really diving deep into like what the actual resort looks like because I haven't had time to like look into anything like yesterday until yesterday. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna want to leave. This is gonna be real bad. It's gonna be real bad. Like,
Oh,
but I'm so excited, especially because it's snowing again.
yeah, you're gonna get to leave the snow. I I can't remember who I was saying this to, but one of the best feelings in the world is leaving the airport when it's snowy outside
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
and arriving somewhere that there's obviously not snow. You do have to add that.
yeah,
But
like intentionally going into an airport where it's cold and you're freezing because you don't want to like bring your layers on the plane because you're going somewhere where it's warm and you don't need a winter fucking coat and you don't want to carry it
yeah,
for like a week.
yeah.
Yeah. Magic. Absolute magic.
Oh, walking through, dodging snow drifts, pulling your suitcase or wearing your big bag that has shorts and swimsuits in it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
it's a
the
good
fucking
feeling.
dream, man.
It's a good
I
feeling.
mean, I don't want to live where it snows, so I can't really say that's the dream. Temporary dream.
Yeah, that's the escape dream for the moment, you know.
Yeah. What other activities are you going to do there?
I literally have no idea. Because like the job that
That's
I'm going
exciting.
for, it's like for the resort. So like the resort has a bunch of stuff that we can do. But we haven't like planned anything out or anything. But aside from
Cool.
the scuba diving thing. But
Are you going with someone?
yeah, my friend Faith, we
Faith.
did a brand trip we met on a brand trip to Mesa, Arizona in November.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
you talking
So
about her.
we're both gonna be in the Dominican Republic together.
Yay. I'm so excited for you. So you leave
I cannot stop
in
yawning.
2 days.
Yes.
Have you
Unless
started packing?
no, I have not started packing. I don't know what I'm gonna pack, but I was talking to my
Have you
friend
made
Laura.
your virtual head list?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's almost as good as packing in a way. Because once I have
Yeah,
my
except for
virtual
like,
or like my in my head list, then I can normally get it together within half hour.
yeah, so like my issue with that is if I make that virtual list, I also have like a virtual list of things I need to do prior to going.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
And then I also have a list of content that I have to keep straight that if I don't write down, I forget. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like there's like three or four lists that happen in my head um
Mm-hmm.
before I go anywhere. And if I don't write anything down and I don't give myself enough time, it's a nightmare. So like if I was just packing, like if I didn't have a job, like if this wasn't for work, if I wasn't somebody who had to bring camera gear, all of those things,
Yeah,
just putting a packing list in my head would be excellent and I would get packed so fast. But it's going to take me like
it's
the
the other
entirety of
stuff.
Sunday to like get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this next week you're going to the Dominican Republic. I want you to know that I'm going to be having fun too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I am gonna take my nephew to a monster truck show.
Oh my God. I am so excited to hear how he
So
loves this.
cool. It really exciting. He says he just turned 2 about a month ago. He says monster truck, monster truck. He likes
Aw.
his monster trucks right now. Um, what else am I gonna do that's fun? I'm gonna plan something fun. I'm gonna get back to you on that
All
because
right. I'm
I'm not
excited to hear
gonna
all about it.
have my jealousy take over. I can't wait to hear about your trip.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Um, it should be so much fun. And I just like need to get
Yes.
out. I haven't really gotten out. Going
Yeah.
all star crazy up in here.
Yeah. And that's like a good, like going to a resort in the Dominican Republic. That's a good way to get out.
Oh yeah. God, I cannot stop yawning and I feel like an asshole every time I yawn. I'm like, I yawn more in the morning than any other time of the day.
Friendship tip of the week. Um, I'll be back here, maybe not doing the most exciting of things, and you'll be having a super rad trip. You'll be super busy, and I know that. So that's okay. So I'm gonna make a list of things to tell you. That way, when you get back, it's like we never miss time together.
Yes, I think that's a perfect. I hope I have at least one really silly story to tell you.
I hope so. You normally do. You normally come through.
I was like thinking about it. Well, okay, so Mana and I were talking about it yesterday on the phone. We had a little catch-up session and we
Good.
haven't talked in like a couple months. She's been adventuring all over Hawaii, living the Hawaii girl dreams for like the last month.
Oh,
And we had a little catch-up session and it eventually like turned into like dating because we're both single and
ooh,
we're both like chill. We're not people who like go out and have their fling, have a
yeah.
good time for the night, like whatever. Like we're just single as a Pringle outside the can, ain't even mingling. Like chill.
Not deliberately seeking, but not totally not seeking.
Yeah. Like even like Mana
If
was saying,
Mr.
she
Right just appeared out of thin air, then so be
yeah,
it.
yeah. But even Mana was saying she was like, I go out and I like think I'm gonna like meet somebody casually and have a good time. Like flirt, not like have a good time, get free. Like she's like, I
Yeah,
just
just hang out.
yeah, you think you're gonna meet someone, you're gonna vibe with them, you're gonna get to know them, whatever. And then you like get out there and you're just meeting, at least for us, like 22, 23-year olds.
Oh God.
Like that's what keeps happening. And like not that I have even gone out and had a conversation and vibed with anybody in so long, but the last time that I did, it was like young. Like it's always like anybody I casually meet is like they're 23, 22, 21,
Yeah.
20. I'm like, what in the world? And so we were like
Where
talking
do
about
the like late 20s, early 30s men hang out?
this was our like pressing question. I'm like, you know what? I see these guys on TikTok, like they'll pop up these like really, really cute fuck guys. I'm like, yes, I'm here for this. And then I'm like, where do you hang out? And they're all like, I'm so single. Like, I've never been so single in my life. Blah blah. And I'm like, what where do you hang out? I will show up. But I have no idea where like 26 to 30-year-olds hang out. I have no idea.
This might be something just fun for the plot of your life and not really like, but I did see one of my Facebook friends. She's setting up a speed dating.
No,
I didn't think so, but
I'm not like I told Mana last night, I have zero interest in getting to know anybody in this
dating.
state. Zero.
Yeah, that's fine. I did one of my friends added me to this Facebook group and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's called like Are We Dating the Same Guy? And it's like per county, I guess like a lot of counties have one. And so it's like these women that are like meeting guys, then they post on this Facebook group page and say like I just met this guy. Does he have any red flags I should know about? Anything? It is fucking wild.
My jaw is like, oh, what? Like, are you kidding me? It's
Yes.
genius. It's genius.
It's so brilliant. Like every woman should be part of this group, no matter what your relationship status is,
Yeah,
because women will look out for each other. There was
100%.
one guy who's married, was dating.
What? What?
Yes.
Oh
There was
my
another
God.
guy who is like 21 and he had like an account where he was like online dating like Tinder or whatever, and somebody had posted like, "Hey, do you like who's this guy whatever?" And this lady was like she was an older lady. She was like, "I have a 19-year-old daughter. When she was 18, this guy was like 23 telling all these girls he was only 19 and sleeping with these teens."
Oh my God, what the fuck?
Disgusting. Yeah. But anyways, this guy was doing that while married and still had other dating sites. Like, get some help.
You know what? I don't know why men think they can get away with this shit. I really don't. It
No.
doesn't make any sense. Wow, my hair just
You know how we used to do like as a society, we used to do like public witch hangings?
yeah, it's like our version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. I feel like it's way more
Love it.
satisfying too.
And
Because
people, the best part is people post receipts.
yeah,
They'll
that's
post like screenshots of current girlfriends'
ooh.
Facebooks. They'll um even like search the public records for like marriage certificates and put in the screenshots, arrest records. I'm like, oh my God,
You see now
this is beautiful.
this is like one of those like things that I'm like, yeah, this scares me about dating. Like, and not that I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe this could be the rule. Maybe, maybe it could be the rule that guys are
Yeah.
sleazy. I don't know. But I've never just like dated to date, Like never
Yeah.
just like gone out and been like gone on a date with somebody and been like, we're vibing. No, we're not. Like I've never done that, but that would like freak me out. Like that's a thought. Like, oh,
I have a question for you.
okay.
Um, so my mom and I together have started watching Married at First Sight.
I would never do that show.
You don't think so?
No, but
I
this
was,
keeps coming up. Fucking Brooklyn and I were talking this week because I'm obsessed with Love Island, and she was like, Nikki, you should go on that show. You should try out for that show. And then last night I was
yes,
like talking to
yes.
Mana, and she was like, we got to get you on one of these shows. Like, how funny would it be to like get on one of these shows? And I'm like, what is with people thinking I need to be on a reality TV show this week?
I think you should. I'm all for it. Actually, I will be submitting applications on your behalf.
Dude, I would never submit it myself, but I would die fucking laughing if somebody else did and I had to at least go through
Would you
one phase.
accept the offer?
What?
Would you accept the offer?
It would depend on the show.
Potentially.
It would depend on
Do
the
you
show.
get those TikTok? Okay, so you watch Love Island.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if this episode's out or this new season or whatever, but the hot farmer.
Oh, I don't even think he's hot. I don't think he's cute at
I
all.
don't. I don't know if he's hot because I do follow him on TikTok and I've seen his TikToks. I think it's like his accent and the spunky way he talks because I don't think he really shows himself very much. I didn't know what
He
he looked
is
like
super
until
fucking funny.
yeah. He so have you watched his TikToks?
No.
He has like sheep. He's like a sheep farmer or
Yeah.
sheep farmer. And he'll be like taking care of these hot mamas today, whatever. And as he like puts hay in their little thing, and like it's
Oh,
just so
okay.
funny. He's just
I was like,
yeah.
I remember him saying like something in the beginning about like women online being like, oh, like I'll come be your farm wife or whatever. And it
Mm-hmm.
like never working out or something. But I like never really thought like, oh, I should go look him up on TikTok. Like I just didn't. But Brooklyn's like obsessed with him. Like she like thinks he's great.
Oh,
And I think he's so funny. But I'm just like, no. Like no, that would not. I could not. It's too much.
oh, but I'm totally sold on this like arranged marriage thing because it's like the show Married at First Sight is put together by these experts, and so they rate them on like sexual compatibility, like emotional compatibility, all these different things. And
You
I
think it's
think it's cool.
working? What?
Yeah, like I mean, I don't think they needed to go as far as like married right away. I think they could have like met and then even if they were like after 3 months you have to decide if you're getting engaged or if you're breaking up or whatever, something like that. I feel like would be like almost equally as intense. I feel like married is like a bit crazy, but I do see benefits of it. Like I think it's kind of cool. So,
What is the benefit?
um, well, the show said that like I wish I knew the exact stats, but it was more than 50% of couples that live together before marriage will break up. So these couples on the show are like married right away and then they're moving in together and meeting each other and they're meeting each other as life partners kind of, like they're like, okay, I'm all in, I'll give this my best shot. um
But like what is the reasoning behind people who would live together prior to marriage breaking up? Like what is that?
Probably because it's like when you move in together you can be looking at it as like trial marriage, so it can be like my stuff combining with your stuff and we're roommates versus we're together for the rest of our lives, so
But do you
this is
think that just
ours.
comes in with like moving in with each other too quickly?
I think it's the mindset that you have when you move in together and your
Yeah,
level
that's
of
what I
like,
mean is like moving in with each other too quickly because like I don't like I think like if I ever get in a relationship again, I probably wouldn't like go live with that person unless I'd like been with them for like a year and a half, 2 years. And
yeah,
like and I was like
could be.
seriously thinking like I'm going to be with this person for the rest of my
Yeah, I
life so
think
that things
like
can be
marriage on
combined.
the horizon.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I because I just think it's so healthy to like have your own space to like reflect about the relationship rather than like be sitting in it all the time. Cause like my ex and I, it was like we started hanging out and we were together every single day. And then it was like it just like everything quickly snowballed where we were just like, well, we basically just like lived together. Like, and before I knew it, it was
Hmm.
like he was living with me in my apartment in New York. And not that it was bad, like it was all great, but it was just now looking back, I'm like, oh, that probably is something that like would be different in the future for me.
Yeah. The show Married at First Sight takes place in New York. And what was wild to me is there's this one girl who's lived there. She's only lived there like 2 years, but they went on a date. He took her to Coney Island for the first time. I think it's
It,
just wild that like people can live in an area and not do the big things there are to do there. And I don't mean like expensive, like you live by Disney World, so you need to go buy $100 pass, but you live in New York City. You should go to Coney Island.
Yeah, get on the train. Yeah, that's crazy to me. Um, I mean, like, except for like I lived in Colorado and like I never went to Maroon Bells. Like, I never really did a hike in like Estes Park. Like, there are things that like I didn't
Okay,
do.
Estes Park, I've heard of. The other one I haven't heard of. I
Maroon
mean,
Bells
like
is like
Maine.
Maroon Bells is like a Colorado landmark. Like
Okay.
that's like a thing people travel around the world to see. Um, from around the world to see. But
Mm,
I don't know, like I can't even give you a solid reason why like I never did those things. I just didn't. But
mm, yeah.
I don't
My
okay.
mom and I were
We
talking
have
about like we were talking about like in big cities like Chicago or like real big cities, people will live their whole lives not even leaving their like little suburb area.
yeah. So like when I lived in
That
New York, I
blows
met
my
a woman.
mind.
When I lived in New York, I met a woman who had never been to Times Square and she was born and raised in New York. Never once had she crossed foot into Times Square. Not once. She was like, I just knew that it was a disaster area. I had no reason to ever go there. She's like, I've been in the train station because it's like, one of the main hubs. But she was like, I never left the train station. She's like, I have no reason. She'd never like been to the Statue of Liberty, like never been to Coney Island, like none of it. And I was like, why? Like,
Interesting.
but it would be interesting to like see if people who haven't been to those big landmark things in their own place, like if they like would go see it and like feel the awe of like a tourist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are we icking this week? What you got to ick over? Oh, I had a good one. I had a good this is what I mean. I gotta write things down. I had a good one earlier this week and I can't remember.
What did I tell you this week when I was like, that is so 30 of you? It was like a clear sign of aging.
Oh, I posted a TikTok where I was like, the sun is shining, the snow is melting. I found my pimple patches this morning. Life is
Oh
good.
yeah.
I just felt
That
like that was
is
like a
so like
funny little video.
it was really funny. And what I didn't like about it was that I like related to it.
It's okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, the internet did not find it great, but I thought it was cute.
It's because not everyone can like I saw this video on TikTok where these neighbors were feuding about like where their snow fence was. And that's like a rural area type thing. And
Yeah.
all the comments were like, what's a snow fence? What's a snow fence? What the hell is a snow fence? I'm like, oh yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
So unless you live in an area where you have long, miserable winters, those breakthrough days where the sun shines and it's like not totally rancid outside,
And the
you
wind
won't
isn't like ice.
embody, yeah, you won't embody that feeling like, oh, I can just like bitch, like, oh.
Yeah.
Or opposite of that, like today, I looked outside and there's snow, and there wasn't yesterday. Like yesterday was fine. Yesterday I
Yeah.
didn't even wear a coat outside. That's a disgusting
Yeah,
feeling.
I didn't either. I am like the snow that we had just got. I was like, oh, it's getting to be spring because the snow is just wet and heavy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, it's coming. It's coming.
Is that the ick of the week?
Yeah, I was like, is your ick of the week that I found my pimple patches?
No, I'm happy for you for that. The ick of the week is aging and weather.
Oh, aging.
Bad snow weather.
Yeah, aging's a
Yeah.
bitch. As far as aging goes, that is something with the series that I'm like, okay, I need to like not focus so hard on like the 30 part of it because then I feel like I'm gonna live the year 30 twice instead of like living 29. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm like,
So interesting. Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Okay,
like,
I won't call you 30 yet. That is so 29 of you.
I know I need to like when I talk about 30 before 30, just say the title and then everything else that I say, let it be like while I'm
Current day.
29, I want to do this instead of like, well, before I turn 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just been like interesting, but aging's a bitch. It's gonna be an ick for the rest of my life. I want to be a vampire.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
Yeah.
think we've talked about this. If you were presented the opportunity to live forever or like become a vampire, let's say for this case, become a vampire and live forever, would you do it?
Probably not. I guess, wait, I would take a poll of who's also doing that. Like, who would I be with forever?
You
Like,
don't
if
think
you
you
and
could
my mom are doing it,
you don't think you could just make the decision yourself?
actually, I don't know. There's so many like pros and cons each way. But if I was gonna live forever, I wouldn't have to worry about like anything. You know what I mean? Because like you wouldn't have to worry about wasting your life. Like you have forever. So if I wanted to like train hop and
But do you think you would end up like quote wasting your life because you're just like, "Oh, I'm going to live forever?"
how can you waste forever?
Like, okay,
But
so let's
yeah,
let's say like as a vampire, typical vampire show, so like Vampire Diaries. If you rip their heart out or stab them in through the heart with a piece of wood, they
they
die.
can still die. Yeah.
Yeah, or rip their head off or something.
Don't make enemies.
Yeah, but I mean like obviously, that aside, but like if that could happen to you, if a raging vampire could just come through and rip your heart out and you die, would you like, and you knew that that was like a way that you could die, would you continue to like quote just like live however, like with the mentality of like you could live forever, how do you waste it?
Probably not. I don't know. I'd be scared. The whole Tory. I think
Well,
you would just have to have like a good gang
yeah, I think
of like-minded vampires.
I think I would do it in a heartbeat. And everybody always says to me, like, well, what about your family dying? I'm like, well, I want to be the last one to die anyway, because I don't want anybody to be sad that I died. So, like, I think I would be okay, like, being a vampire. And then, like, it would give me a chance to, like, go and see literally every corner of the world because I want to see every
Yeah.
corner of the world. And because I knew that there was a way that I could die, I would just live and live and live and live and live and do every fun thing that I could ever think of and dream of and go and see and do every new bucket list experience that gets thrown up on the internet. And then if I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I don't feel like I need to be here anymore, I'd fucking just tell somebody to rip my heart out.
I've done everything. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think I would also like find a social cause
Yeah,
that
I
I
think there's
could
there's like
spend so much time doing. Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be
there's
so
like
cool too.
so many things I would do. So many things I would do. I mean, there's so many
What
things I
a
want to do in this mortal life of mine that I'm like, I don't have enough time.
yeah.
But
What a good thought to end the week on.
yeah. Yep, I just had to bring that in there. I don't know. I feel like that's a good conversation starter. But
Yeah, it is. I hope that your time in the Dominican Republic is lived to the fullest as if you were a vampire.
yes, I'm gonna come back all nice and tan and I'm
Oh,
I'm gonna have some funny, silly stories and I'm gonna not have a panic attack while scuba diving.
perfect. You'll have like your GoPro and everything, right? Like all your
Yeah.
scuba
Yeah,
diving
yeah,
footage.
yeah.
I can't wait. So
Yeah.
excited.
Um, I'm excited
I
to
hope
hear
you
about
see
what
some
you get
rad
into.
shit.
Yeah, I hope I see
Thanks.
some
I'm gonna
rad
do my
stuff
best.
too, but I'm excited to hear about what you get into. And yeah,
Thanks.
thanks you guys so much for listening. You guys are the best. Love
Love
you.
you. Good
Good night.
night.
I don't know why Mariah always
We
pauses like she
cannot
can't
do
see
it.
me do it.
No, I don't. Okay.
Love you. Good
Love
night.
you. Good night.
Oh my God. Okay, this is just next week we'll be back in person and this won't be a mess. But thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.